What's going on, guys? Welcome everybody back to another video, another objectives guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Silver Cup milestone objectives. You've got 28 days from the day I am recording this to complete these. Now, as you can see, to be honest, I like this from EA. I actually like this from EA. I think the first Zona Fiesta one, I'm pretty sure it's called, I've had a couple of these Cup game modes, if you will, and personally I've not been a fan of these, but I do think this is reasonable, right? Because first of all, you get a 2 rare gold even if you play the matches, right? You do not even have to win that. Win one match, you get a 75 plus, nothing crazy. Win a few, you get a 2 rare gold. The 80 pluses could definitely be good. In fact, my brother got a Rule Breaker Zeko from an 80 plus pack the other day. 2 80 plus players if you can win 7, and if you win 9, you get an 83 plus rated player, and you also get, as you can see below me, for completing all of them, which would be winning 9, is a mega pack. But today, lads, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the game mode this is played in. I have a team built for you guys if you want to copy that. If not, then I can give you like a little bit of tips, if you will, on what you want to do when you are trying to get some good silver players and a good silver team. Now, the one thing I do want to say before we get into it, the play 5 matches, I do want to clarify, you have to fully play the game or have your opponent quit. I mean, I'm not 100% sure if you back out it will count or not, and I would most definitely not want to take that risk. I just couldn't go throughout the intro without saying that, okay? But without further ado, boys, at least get into it. Go on over to play, then go on over to friendlies and play online, and Silver Cup, I believe, is literally the first one. Now, as you can see, player quality exactly silver, at most 0 lone players. Now, for the matches remaining, you've got 14 matches remaining, and that little timer beneath it means that it will refresh every single 7 days, okay? So you've got 28 days to complete this objective, but every 7 days, your matches remaining will refresh. So make sure to use all of your 14 matches before that orange timer runs out. So you've got the highest chance to get 9 wins. Now, if I do some maths here, right, you've got 28 days, and if it refreshes every single day, that means it is going to refresh 4 times. And then obviously 14 times 4 would be 56. Quick math. So I believe you'll have 56 attempts to get 9 wins, and that's assuming that you play every single game. And as well, it is indeed a max chemistry game mode, which is absolutely perfect, because that means, ignore my webcam freezing there, that means after you build your squad, right, which you're going to want to get a silver bench going. I do want to mention you cannot have gold players, you cannot have special cards on the bench. The bench as well has to be silver, but once there's no chemistry requirements, it's max chemistry, what you want to do is you want to go over silver rare, go to your forwards, go to striker, and search your club, and you can just go for the players. You want to look for good pace. If you're on next gen, you might want to look for some lengthy players. This Berisha card, for example, solid pace, solid shooting, 91 balance, 5'9", you know what, he looks okay, we will chuck him in. This Tagawa card, we've actually already got a chem style on, we'll put him in. At left mid, I'll search my club. Who looks the best here? 90 pace on Bolly, 3-star, 4-star, so you're just going to want to basically look for good pace, good agility for your wingers, etc., and you can just choose one of them. Obviously, you want to choose the formation you want. Personally, I'm going to keep the 4-4-2, but it's just a matter of searching your club for your most meta silver rare players that you have got, because max chemistry means you can use literally anybody you do want, right? So I'm not going to build a squad builder per se for you guys, because you can use all the silver rares in your club. I mean, this here looks like my strongest silver lineup. 18 chemistry points, but that does not matter, because when you go into the game, as you can see, it flicks up to 33 out of 33. Well, my game has just disconnected. It always does that. But as you can see, if you look, I'll circle it, you kind of have to squint as well, because the screen has gone dim. But it's gone up to 33 out of 33 chemistry. That's the whole point of a game mode. Everybody, no matter the position, no matter the links, will be on 3 out of 3 chem points. So let's jump into tip number 1, and this tip is going to be crucial. This tip, lads, is going to be chemistry styles. If you're confused how chemistry styles work or don't know how they can benefit you, here is a pre-recorded example. Chemistry styles, in my opinion, are so important, especially for the lower rated players, because it can make them perform a lot better in game. For example, this card right here, he is on 0 out of 3 chemistry points, which means I probably wouldn't worry about putting a chemistry style on him, because as you can see, he gets absolutely no boost whatsoever. Now, Ryan Kent, on the other hand, is on 1 out of 3 chemistry points, which I still think is not so much worth putting a chemistry style, because he only gets +1s on the board, and I think that's just a little bit of a waste. As for players that are 2 out of 3 chemistry points or more though, I do think that is where you're going to want to start getting some chemistry styles on them. For example, Ben Yedder is on 2 out of 3 and he's starting to get some +2s throughout the board. Therefore, I think all of your players that are at least 2 out of 3 chem points, it's worth getting a chemistry style on them. You can do so by going to apply consumable and going over to your chemistry style tab. There you will see all of the chemistry styles in your club. You've got attacking, midfielders, defending one as well. I would avoid using hunters though because you don't really want to use that. It's a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit excessive for objectives. Now this is a prime example of chemistry styles. Player from Valverde who is on 3 out of 3 chemistry points, so the maximum points. As you can see, he's got an engine applied. With this engine attributes boost, he goes to 94 pace in game, roughly 89 or 90 passing. He gets a nice dribbling boost as well. So it just goes to show, get the chemistry styles on your players. I think all of your players that are on at least 2 chemistry points, and it will benefit them in game. But once everyone's going to be on 3 chemistry, right? So what I said in that video about players on 1 chem, 2 chem, you wouldn't worry about. No, in this instance, everybody will be on full chemistry. Therefore, see, although Berisha says he's on 0 chem, he's going to go into the game on full chem. Therefore, the chemistry style boost will count. Let's go ahead and we'll apply a recommended finisher chemistry style on him. Once again, it will say he'll get no boosts now, but in game, if you pause and go look at his in-game stats, you will see that that finisher chemistry style is taking place. Your silver players with the correct chemistry styles can perform like gold cards, which will give you a massive advantage over your opponent, especially if your opponent has not used chem styles himself. I mean, the only other tip I could suggest for you guys would be something along the lines of golden goal, but I do not recommend golden goal in this game mode because you're on a match limit. So for that one, lads, we're just going to keep it easy and we're going to save a second. Final tip of the day is going to be custom tactics. Custom tactics, in my opinion, is very important because not much people use them in friendly game modes. Now, I'm not going to give you guys some certain custom tactics to use, but what I do really like this year is direct passing for balanced. And if you do want to edit your attacking and defensive ones as well, I do recommend fast build up for attacking and even press after possession loss if you want. Now, as for in-game as well, if you really do want to change formations, you could do that for your like attacking defensive. You could start as a 4-3-3 and change in game to a 4-1-2-1-2 second variation, something like that, you know, because so much people in friendly game modes, they're going to make a new team, they're going to get the requirements, and they're just going to leave all their custom tactics on balanced. They're not going to change their in-game formation, they're not going to do player instructions. So if you do that yourself, it will give you a little bit of an advantage. And what you could do is you could copy your custom tactics for your main team, something that you're used to. If you do not run custom tactics on your main team, then there's plenty of videos on YouTube. I've even got some videos of my own for custom tactics on my own YouTube. That is a created playlist in my playlist section if you do want to check that out. Maybe if you're making a new squad, if you're, just want to copy your main team custom tactics. As I said, if you don't have any custom tactics set up, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that you can copy. Lads, good luck with these objectives. Happy grinding. Remember, search your club by position. First of all, choose a formation that you do want or you're comfortable with. Search your best players, silver rare. If you've done some silver team of the week objectives, then congratulations, you will be golden. Go ahead, get the chemistry styles going, get your custom tactics set up, and good luck. Happy grinding, boys.